John could come in and that the insurance company will pay, because you want to restore your house back to what it should be.
It's the most important investment most people have.
Yeah, for some, that's your retirement. You're gonna sell, you're gonna cash out, and you want to take care of that asset. So I want to introduce Mr. John Majeski. This is another informed interview. I'm gonna call it Talking with Toby.
Okay, let's do it.
What do you think about that?
I like it.
So what I wanted to do is get some influential people that are powerhouses in business and also do great volunteer work, and bring them to a remote location and just talk back and forth, and there'll be some nuggets there so that for the viewers, they'll enjoy the information that we have to deliver. We're almost sure of it. So John, for the people that may not know you, who are you?
So my name is John Majeski. I own Servpro of Eatontown, Long Branch. I call it Servpro Team Majeski now. We have 4 franchises, 1 in Bergen County, 1 in Hudson County, 2 in Monmouth County. Been doing fire and water damage cleanup and restoration for the past 17, coming up on 18 years.
What? Where does the time go?
Flies.
I mean, you say 17 years. I mean, you started with Eatontown. So all of a sudden you're like, oh, 3, 4, 5, 15, but you've grown since then. So the product's good, you've been successful, and you've expanded. There's been opportunity because people are retiring, or that's just how it works?
Well, so like when I first got started 17 years ago, I was new in the industry. As we built, worked on our business model and, our services and how we do everything, how we service our customers, there's opportunity to grow there. We have a good business model, so keep replicating that and opening up more franchises.
Yeah. It's not always good news when you show up, I guess, right?
Yeah, like when somebody calls us, it's because something bad happened, right? There's been a flood, there's been a fire, mold damage, biohazard. So what I always tell everybody, if it's dirty or nasty, we clean it up. But we're kind of like the rescue squad, right? So something bad happens, we come out there 24/7, doesn't matter if it's in the middle of the night. And we're kind of like their knights in shining armor. There's 6 inches of water on the ground. We get rid of all the water, we dry everything up, and then we have a construction team put everything back together.
So it's not only commercial, but it's also residential. I'll tell you, nothing worries me more. It's like, what keeps you up at night? It's like, are my sump pumps working? And are they going to work? And is that water going to just slowly go above that hole and then just start spreading across the entire basement? And then once there's water, that's it. Like, that's all. So that makes me nervous mostly, but I'm happy at least that you can return it. And of course, there's going to be a little pain in there because you have to come in, you have to operate, you have to dry it, but at least you'll return it back to the way that it was.
Yeah. Like Servpro says, the tagline, like it never even happened. So things like with your sump pumps, you want to make sure, I don't know how old they are. You got to make sure, they're not 20 years old. It's good to have a battery backup, generator backup. Some people have that as well, but you got to make sure everything's in working order.
So I'll just try to put a little bit of water in there and test it and hope that, it does work. But yeah, that's good advice. And I think that that's important for you at home, just to always check your sub pumps, but just know that John and his team will come and help you out if you need it. So you obviously, you don't get compensated just on your smile. So is insurance come into play, or you can put in a claim and you'll get paid through that, or how does that work?
Yeah, so it depends on the type of loss, as we call it. Most of the work that we do is covered by insurance. Certain jobs might not be, maybe certain storm events. If somebody doesn't have, like, say, flood insurance, then there wouldn't be coverage from that. What we're seeing the past couple of years is there's more and more people paying out of pocket where they don't want to go through insurance, or they might not have coverage. But a vast majority of our work is covered by insurance.
So that's good news out there. If you do have insurance, don't fret that if there's a water event, and depending, and always review your policies, that John could come in and that the insurance company will pay, because you want to restore your house back to what it should be. So
it's the most important investment most people have.
Yeah. I mean, that's the biggest check that you write every month if you have a mortgage, or that's the most valuable, especially if you're living in somewhere like where we are in New Jersey, where the values have just gone ridiculously through the roof. Like for some, that's your retirement. You're gonna sell, you're gonna cash out, and you want to take care of that asset. So, John, you've always done it right. Tell everybody about just the things, just the fundraising. I think it goes hand in hand, right? So you're helping the community from a business standpoint, but you're also giving back too.
Yeah, so every year, I think it's been since 2018, maybe a year or two before, good friend Jeremy Giulio and I, we've been doing a different endurance event to raise money for charity. So we've rowed a lifeguard rowboat the whole length of the Jersey shore, 135 miles. We rode our bikes the whole length of New Jersey, 216 miles in one day. And this past year, we ran 100 miles in just over 24 hours to raise money for Jeremy's Heroes Foundation. So we pick a different charity every year to raise money for. And yeah, it's something that's been a passion of ours. The community's been very good to us, and we want to, help return, do good things to the community as well.
Now, John really, he says what he does, and I've known him for a long time through, the Eastern Monmouth Chamber of Commerce.
That's where I first met you.
2005 or 8.
Yeah.
And then now just networking, getting out there, making the connections. You never know where that'll lead or where you can help somebody. And then you're just like, hey, oh, by the way, I'm doing this fundraiser or, here. And people will, even if they do business with you, they gave you money that way, but they'll sponsor you and you just, good stuff. So look out for John online, on LinkedIn. Just if you see him with a camera, with a cell phone, and he's got this long road behind him. What is it? Stillwell? I think it is.
It might be Stillwell, yeah.
He's going to run a light 30 and be doing some type of endurance training for the summer. So that's awesome. Well, John, thanks for joining us.
And thanks for having me out here today.
Keep it short and sweet. Yeah, we needed to go to a remote location where we wouldn't be interrupted by our children or colleagues or anyone else. I think it's pretty safe to say nobody's going to be interrupting this.
No,
right?
Not at all.
Thanks again, John.
Thanks, Toby.